Hey guys, welcome to the Step Outside YouTube channel. If you want to see catches like this, stick around, like and subscribe. Here's what's coming up.
How good's this? Fraser Island, Tailor fishing. Today we're using conventional Pilchards, and of course with that I've got my gear. Being a 13'6" rod, we're going down to a big egg beat. A lot of people use the alvies here, but I'm just going this way, and I've got my bait. So we're normally running lures. I'm not a big bait angler when it comes to this stuff. I love spinning, but you know what? Hey, when in Rome, you do what they do here. So I'm going to use the Pilchards and see how we go. But there's a lot of guys all lining up here. Fingers crossed we come up with a few fish. I'll give you some tips and tricks on how you can do it as well. Much better fish this one. Have a look at that. That's quality. Absolutely quality. So if we can get fish like that on every cast, you end up with a pretty good feed. But I'll tell you what, there's literally hundreds of anglers lining these gutters to catch these beautiful fish. And it's these fish here, that is what Fraser Island is known about. Yes, it is a World Heritage Island. Yes, it has beautiful beaches and great scenery, but the fishing for Tailor, that's the iconic part, particularly during the cooler months of the year. That's enough jibbering, let's get another line into the water. First things first, you do have to do the bleeding, break the neck if you don't like it. It's the way it is, otherwise they become a little bit too strong in the flavour. So we want to get all that blood out, put it straight in the wader bag. Hey fish guy, tell me, how is it with the lures? We're running Pilchards, smacking them. Everyone else says you're the only bloke amongst the other 50 here.
Mate, I've got a little 6-foot spin rod, a little 3000 Stratic on, bit of 15-pound braid. Everyone else has got 12-foot rods, big alvies, big gear. How many have you got?
I lost count at 15 there, fish guy.
I think I've got 5. So look, that's not bad. I'm still getting to the outer bank.
I don't know. He's working his sponsors there, isn't he? Keep trying, mate. This is what it's all about. Have a look at that. straight down the line. Blokes are all onto the Tailor. It's been a lot of fun. Cork of a fish. Nice little chopper. He's a bit small, so I'm going to let this one go and quickly get another line in the water. When these fish are on the bite and they're moving around, you want to make sure your pillies are ganged up and ready to go pretty quick. So when you cast into the gutter, lock your bail arm over and all you feel is a rattle. And that rattle is the fish going nuts. Sort of like a drum beat. When you get that, lift that rod back, and that's what you catch. Always grab the fish behind the gills like so, everyone. Don't come in and grab the tail, because he's going to flick straight out of your hands. Under here, and come straight up behind the head. Tailor have really sharp teeth, and they will bite you. So keep your fingers away from his mouth and you won't get bit. He's a bit small. I've got a couple of keepers there. I'll let him go. There's a lot of fish out here, so a lot of people just come down here to fish these gutters, but when you get the smaller fish like this, you got to be quick about it. So just unhook them, straight back in the drink, beauty of the wader bag, straight back in, grab another pilchard out. The idea of when I gang up my pillies, I'll show you what I've done here because I've got a 4-gang hook on, so it is the 776650. It just gives me a little bit more length there to put the hook into the back of the pilchard when I am baiting it up to cover the whole thing, because generally a big tailor, or most tailor, will just come up and bite the tails off. So if you've got a hook put into that part of the meat, then clearly you're going to do a little bit better. So where I'm casting out here is basically straight into the gutter where the whitewash meets the deeper water, and that's where the fish are going to be. Sometimes that can only be 20 or 30 feet in front of you. And guys will go out there and cast 80 or 90 feet past that area and don't get many bites. So it's basically, if you can work that whitewash, visualize where it is, see it, cast into it, and you should come up trump to the fish when they're on the bite.
I like to use comfortable waders, super important. Nothing too loose, nothing too tight. Longer 12-foot surf rod minimum. 15-pound mono or braid line, size 7 ball sinker. Alternate the sinker size to suit the current running dough. 40-pound leader with gang 5/0 hooks, and fish the deeper gutters with whitewash with some fresh WA pillies or garfish.